All right, hello everyone, and welcome to the post-race press conference for Round 5 of the 2025-26 AMA FIM North America Arena Cross Championship presented by Kicker Performance Audio. We're here with our AX Pro Top 3, Ryan Brees, Austin Politelli, and Cole Thompson, 1, 2, and 3. Once again, gentlemen, congratulations on a stellar night of racing. Cole, we're going to start things off with you. Let's jump into just overall tonight. You said last night you were pretty frustrated with your riding. It seemed like you made some steps forward and then maybe had some issues in other departments. Take us through round 5 for you.
Yeah, no, the first moto you could see I had the pace of them. Just getting out front, you know what I mean, and actually seeing if I can run that speed. And then second race I tangled with Bitterman, lost my rear brake, and then going into the third race I didn't even think I was going to have a bike. We had some issues back at the pits, but everyone hustled. I jumped in on the tools and was able to take a chain off a bike, put a chain on a bike, and swap wheels. And anyone that's done that, it's pretty stressful when you hear your race going off on a sight lap. But no, I'm just bummed. I'm bummed I didn't make the most of the speed I had today and tonight. And yeah, it is what it is. I can't really say too much. Can't really talk. When you get beat, you can't say anything. So just be quiet.
Now, you touched on that move with Bitterman, I believe, in Main 2. Take us kind of through what happened there. Was that something that...
Yeah, just a freak deal. When I came into the corner, he slid out, and just the way our bikes met, it must have got my rotor, and didn't think anything of it till I got to the next corner. I just thought it hit a weird spot on the caliper, and then, like I said, the rest of the main was front brake only drill, and got through it, thought everything was chill for the final one, and then went to the backup bike because we couldn't sort it out for the race bike, and able to get on the gate somehow, some way. We got on there and able to salvage another rough night in the points, but at the same time, I mean, it could have been a full 30 points down instead of whatever it is now. So like I say, we got work to do. We get a weekend off here. I know what I need to do. This weekend wasn't favorable. I guess the track was a little bit high speed, and I think when we get to some of these tighter ones, that's when it'll cater to me a little bit better.
Man, kind of a tough situation, 2 brake issues in one day.
Yeah, no, it was tough. It was a tough weekend in general. I was pretty pissed last night, and I'm still a little pissed tonight. But we'll use that for this week and carry it into the next round.
Well, last thing for you, you touched yesterday on finding some more speed. We saw you battling for that top spot in qualifying earlier today. Yep. And at some points in the races, it seemed like you were able to start making your way forward, but then it would be these mistakes here and there. Do you feel like you have that speed and you're just working on being able to maintain it for the duration of the race, or there's still some more speed that you need to gain?
I think there's more speed that needs to be gained. To be honest with you, coming into the series, it was last minute for me, and I think that's kind of every weekend you see I get better throughout the night. Tonight, obviously, like I said, switching to the backup bike, I knew that third moto was going to be tough in general, and I think it's just where I'm at right now. I need to hit the track running. These guys do motos together day in and day out. I don't have my teammate. He's on the West Coast, so able to make it work on the East and able to just keep plugging away on this bike. I think these guys now, second year of doing the series, they've been in Supercross, they have the experience, they have the knowledge. Tony Alessi obviously doing it with Mike over the years, and Vince, and that's just where this team's at, where we want to grow, we want to be nipping at their heels. And that being said, Ryan can have a bad night any night, so I can have a bad night, and it showed that tonight I salvaged what I did. So we're not done with it, and I feel like as much as it sucks being this many points down, I'm in a better position, nothing to lose, and we'll go for it. We'll keep sending it.
Absolutely. It might have been a frustrating evening, but still a podium overall. Congratulations. I'm going to head down to Austin Politelli, second overall again here tonight. Austin, very similar to last night. We saw lots of flashes of speed, good track positioning off the start. Really seems like you've gotten those starts dialed in, but just a tick off of that #1 position. Did you feel some big differences between last night and tonight, or was there just something that you were missing in being able to catch up to your teammate?
No, I just straight up got beat. Better than I was this weekend. Just need to be faster, really. I think that's all there is to say. Was consistent, though. Those last couple rounds, I seemed to have a crash in there. Didn't do that this weekend, so I guess that's a plus. But, yeah, he was just better than me.
Now, Triple Crown format, these last 2 nights, it seems like they've been working for you. A couple more gate drops. You've gotten some good starts. You've been up there. How do you feel about this Triple Crown format as opposed to the heat races in the 2 heats that we see normally?
Yeah, I didn't mind it. Something different, so it was cool. I mean, I'm kind of open to whatever it is. Like, not a huge fan of practice, so when we show up to the race, I'm always pumped, and it was cool to ride some different dirt. We've been on the hard pack stuff, and especially training California, so yeah, I was stoked on everything.
Now, got a little bit of time before our next round out in Memphis. If you were to boil it down to one thing that you want to try to improve on, whether it be yourself, the machine, before Memphis, what would you try to say that is?
I'd say both. I mean, I was able to test some forks this week, but wasn't able to bring them with customs and stuff like that. But definitely with the weekend off, be able to try some stuff, and I could be better too. So there's always improvements, and just looking forward to the next one.
Well, like I said, keeping it consistent, another podium finish. Congratulations. And going to head things over 6 for 6, man. Talk about feeling on top of the world this weekend. Ryan Brees, you can't draw it up any better than that. Confidence coming into this round. You said you were laser focused. You knew what you needed to do. Hindsight being 2020, you did it. 6 for 6. You stacked those wins in dominating fashion, if you will. How does it feel? Did this execute just like you wanted to? You said in one of your post-race interviews that you feel more focused than ever now coming into Toronto and moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of see like the game has been elevated, and it's just like you gotta be hitting your marks every single time, you know. So it just feels good from a practice standpoint. We're doing this daily. I mean, we're at the test track last week working our butts off with the Honda boys, you know, having Hunter and Chance there, and then Austin, man, he freaking kills the practice and killing the races too. So I've been getting my butt whooped, and yeah, just kind of it feels good just to have it translate over.
Now, like you said, you and your teammate found yourselves 1 and 2 in one order or another multiple times throughout the weekend. What do you feel like you were excelling in this weekend? Was it intensity? Was it a section of the track you found yourself working your way to the front and then putting a couple of bikes between yourself and whoever second place was? Did you feel like there was a certain area of the track that you were shining in or part of your riding style? What can you attribute to the success you've had this weekend?
I mean, been trying to put together like just the sprint laps out front, like that, and then I mean, wasn't out front, but just putting sprint laps together and just trying to hit all my marks, you know, being consistent and with pressure behind me too. Like we've been working on that at the practice track, and it kind of feels good. Like I actually like the pressure on me. Like it's kind of making me adapt a little harder. It's making me focus in. So yeah, just want to keep it going, man. I love racing my dirt bike. It's fun, and the bike's clicking. Got an awesome team, awesome teammate. It's just been fun, man.
Now, King of Toronto for the weekend, new crowd, kind of new area. Any special celebrations planned for the night? What are we looking like after the races?
I mean, as Timmy Hortons open, I'll go for an espresso.
Coffee, always about the coffee. Well, congratulations on a fantastic weekend, 6 for 6. I'm going to turn the microphone over for some listener questions.
First question's for you, Cole. Great recovery in main 3. Was it hard to get your heart rate back down and focused on the race?
No, one of those things you just adapt. I don't think many racers could do what I did. I'll stamp that. I think a lot of people know the panic of, I mean, if you could have seen it, like I rolled over there, and just to give you a glimpse, like the bike I raced the previous moto didn't have brakes, and I was just like, we got to change a whole wheel in a chain in a matter of a hot lap, which is 25, 30 seconds. I mean, it was amazing that I was able to do it. And like, I'm proud of myself for getting out there and doing it. Like this weekend was a disaster, and just to be able to finish the race and get through that. And I'm proud of my team. I'm proud of me. Like I have my doubts for sure. Sometimes I'm like, last week I was fired up and I had the speed and I could have won or at least been on the winning end of that, and it got away from me. And I was frustrated, and I'm still frustrated. You know, I want to win races. I'm not here to get beat. I'm not here to get third. You know, like I got respect for Austin. He rides hard and stuff like that. But as far as the other rider, it's just like I don't want to get beat by him, man. That's all I'm gonna say. So, yeah.
All right. Last question. We know the results aren't what you wanted, but how cool, how fun was it for you racing in front of your hometown crowd here in Toronto?
Always a privilege. We won't take it for granted. Canadian kid racing in Canada, always an honor.
Cool. All right. Austin, a couple questions for you. You consistently seem to have the speed during practice, during qualifying, and something just seems a little bit off during the racing. Is there something you attribute that to?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of me, a little bit of bike, but like I said, you can always improve. Still kind of getting used to the Honda a little bit. Was on a different bike last year. Just figuring out what I like and dislike. But like I said, I could be better as well.
All right. Question for you, Ryan. A lot of respect given to you for not going down the dark road of social media. How in the heck did you do that with how much drama come out of Loveland? It sure has paid off these 2 days. What do you attribute that to?
Maybe my mom making sure I'm not getting on social media. I mean, we don't make money on social media, dude. I'm not a guy to do that. I race my dirt bike for a living. So, some people do. That's awesome. Heck yeah, cool. That's sick. But I just like, it's I just show up to the racetrack and just keep on doing it. It's fun there, and just enjoying the process, man. It's cool to have some heat. Like, obviously, I fired back and just wanted to make sure that I was winning some races, and it feels good, especially for my team, like my team owner, Mike Genova, Tony Lessie. They put a lot of emphasis on how we need to perform, and I think it showed for both of us.
All right, well, that leads into the question for Cole. You're the polar opposite. Your team's the polar opposite. You guys are not. You guys don't have a problem going down that road.
I know you're gonna ask something, but I want to state this. I just want to get back to winning, so that I can actually talk some shit, if that's appropriate. I'm generally just like, he's gonna be the humble, almighty, better than this. What he did last week, and you've seen it. He can get ruffled and stressed. So, like I say, we're going to tighter arenas, and I know that's where it'll get good again. So this weekend, it obviously catered to him. He was dialed in, and I had my struggles, but no, I'm a social media guy. Ooh, it's a big thing. I don't really care. We're all in this world together. I enjoy social media. I enjoy what we bring to this series. I think I've brought a lot of attention to it in a way, and I mean, it is what it is. I'm a character. You can clown me on this weekend on how I didn't beat him. I didn't even get near him, this and that. But, hey, we got, 7 more rounds to go. There's opportunities every weekend. So, yeah, clown me on my social media, clown me on not doing it, but I'll keep doing it.
Last questions for both of the MCR guys. Seems like you guys never line up on the gate beside each other. Is there a plan behind that?
No plan. I check out the exit route, and then this weekend was kind of like 1 and 3 was kind of the exit, good exit. So no plan for me.
I forgot deodorant, and I didn't want to smell bad next to him.
All right, that's all I've got for you. We're going to hand it back to Zach. Thanks for answering questions, guys.
All right, great stuff, guys. Congratulations once again to your AX Pro top 3, Ryan Brees, Austin Politelli, and Cole Thompson. Going to bring up our AX Lights main event winner next. Once again, the 33 of Dane Morales. All right, here we go. AX Lights main event winner. Once again, the 33 of Dane Morales. Dane, man, you get mighty comfortable at the front of this AX Lights field. We often hear riders talking about stacking confidence with these good results. How do you attribute to that? Do you feel like with each passing win, you're getting a little bit more comfortable? You're jumping into that AX Pro class as well. Seems like you're applying what you're learning in the Lights class to that. How do you feel like you've grown throughout this season?
I definitely feel like I'm improving like every round, and with every win, I'm stacking. Bigger points lead, and it's definitely just raising my confidence levels going into the pro class. Tonight was good. I went 8.66 in the AX Pro too, so I felt like I rode solid in that. Definitely had some opportunity for better and more improvement, but that's what I'm always looking for.
Oh, well, congratulations. I'm going to turn things over for some listener questions.
Dane, a lot of these other guys seem to have a mechanic for them, and you've got your dad here helping you. Do you think that helps you or hinders you?
Yeah, my dad's been my original mechanic since I was on 50s, so he always does a great job. It was definitely tough finding somebody to come up here to Canada, and a little bit last minute on our part, but we made it work, and he was awesome out there. He's my biggest motivator. I strive to be like him one day. So,
all right. Seems like there's a few competitors out there that should be racing against you. Who would you like to see battle against at one of these next rounds?
It'd be awesome to see, like in those, West Coast rounds, Reno, Prescott Valley, if some of the local California top amateur kids, factory kids, make it to those, and we get some, big turnout in the Lights class, because, it's a cool race out there. I mean, same track, and the competition's been good up in the front, but I'd like to see a more stacked field, honestly. So that would be cool if we could get some of those top amateur kids going.
I'm going to throw it out there. Give me 1 or 2 kids you'd like to call out that you want to come race.
I don't know, off the top of my head. I mean, Jeremy Fapani was going to be in the Lights class and ended up not doing it, but maybe if he can make it out to those last couple. Vincent Way's a ripper over there on the West Coast. So there's definitely some fast kids over there.
Well, Dane, you bring up a good point, and Sean talked about it. We're starting to stack wins. That first win you got in the AX Lights, raw emotion, fist in the air. You could tell how excited you were. Now, kind of seems a little more business-like. Are these wins starting to, you're starting to become a little more accustomed to them and sitting on the starting line knowing that you have what it takes to take these wins?
Yeah, and I'm just trying to build my confidence. Arena Cross and Daniel Blair taught me this. It's about keeping your emotions level, the highest of the highs, the lowest of the lows, keep a level head through it all. So, I've just been trying to do that. And now that our focus is on the AX Lights Championship rather than just that one round in Boise, I'm focused on the road ahead, not exactly where I'm at right now, but still super stoked and happy to get 1-1 on the weekend. So.
Absolutely. You kept it cool, calm, and consistent. Congratulations once again, Dane Morales, your AX Lights main event winner here for round number 5. And that is going to wrap up the post-race press conference from round 5 of the AMA FIM North America Arena Cross Championship. We've got a week off, and then we'll be back for round 6 out in Memphis.